All right, today we are picking up again with Campbell's biology, moving on to chapter 3. Here we're going to look at what's unique about water and why those properties are important to life. So the first concept here is polar covalent bonds in water molecules result in hydrogen bonding. So if you recall, there are such a thing as polar covalent bonds, and water contains two of these. So the electrons that are being shared spend more time near the oxygen than near the hydrogen. And again, if you recall, this causes the water molecule to be polar, meaning that the charge over the whole molecule is unevenly distributed. As a result of this, we can form these things called hydrogen bonds. So let's take a look at this graphically. Again, here we have water. These are polar covalent bonds of oxygen with hydrogen. The electrons that are being shared are pulled towards the oxygen from both hydrogens. This results in the hydrogen being partially positively charged and the surface of the oxygen to be somewhat negatively charged. Okay? And this has the consequence of being able to form hydrogen bonds. Okay? So here we have one water molecule here. You can see this can form a hydrogen bond with another water molecule, so hydrogen connected to the oxygen. Over here we have one of the lone pairs of the oxygen is forming a hydrogen bond with a hydrogen over here. Same is true over here, and then we have another one over here. So each water molecule is capable of forming 4 different hydrogen bonds. Okay, this has a consequence. Okay, those consequences become very important in why water is necessary for life. So one of those properties is water tends to be somewhat cohesive. A second issue here is water now has the ability to moderate temperature. Another weird thing is when water freezes, it expands as opposed to getting smaller. And finally, because of this overall charge distribution, water has a lot of versatility as a solvent. Now, I don't expect you to understand all 4 of these. We will discuss these in concept 3.2 individually and go into much more detail. So again, polar covalent bonds in water molecules result in hydrogen bonding. That hydrogen bonding produces these overall effects of cohesive behavior, moderating temperature, expansion on freezing, and acting as a really good solvent.